Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Home of the Hornets. Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss to Milwaukee at the BMO Harris-Bradley Center. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave it away, gentlemen. Two shots. Two shots.
The first free throw is good. So he makes both from the line. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Boston. Solid start to the season so far. So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And guys, just look at
Shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
and look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they have...
Sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that was going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Celtics out in front, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports, back in a moment here.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That free throw good from Ross.
Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. They can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
For Boston, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Coming from that one.
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Charlotte making a switch here. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90? Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Boston on top, just dominating this one. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Out in front of the half is Boston. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm. As smart and as safe as they're playing, they made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor rebounding. Is that right? Rebounding? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Celtics have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first one falls. Burke hits them both.
They got to keep.
They're getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Celtics running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4-2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line, Erickson taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second. Try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line, Erickson shooting 1.
A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Boom, boom, boom.
That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.